there is water coming out from the mud. The tide will come back again. Hi guys, how are you? It's Luca. Today I will show you 4 Omani destinations for a week of adventure and a little bit of relax too. I will also give you my first impressions on my new MatraX tires on different terrains. MatraX is a brand created and owned by the Alves Bandeira Group, a Portuguese group based in Dubai. The design and engineering are from Europe, while the manufacturing is in Thailand, except for the AT and MT that are made in Taiwan. All the name of the MatraX tires are inspired by iconic bull breeds. This won't be a scientific review. I'm not a professional reviewer. I'm just a guy with an old pickup that enjoys a little bit of adventure. I will make a long-term review in the future when the tires will have more kilometers on them. I hope that my points will help you to decide if this product is good for you or not. My 1984 Land Cruiser is equipped with the new Veragua AT. And now, enough with the introduction, it's time for the adventure. In Khaluf, I couldn't wait to drive on the sugar dunes, so I deflated my tires to 11 psi because my car is not very powerful, so I wanted to have the widest footprint possible. The sand there is soft, very soft, so I had to be extra careful to stay out of trouble. The MatraX Veragua performed egregiously. I was curious to see if the tread was too aggressive for such a soft sand, but it behaved very well. I also used those tires in the Liwa/Buaza desert for my solo yellow track adventure, and I felt very confident. I had great fun, and you should watch that video also. I also drove on the long, white, beautiful beaches with no problems at all. In the end, driving on the sandy shoreline is not challenging, but it's very fun and it makes great content for social media.
How many do you want, babe?
I don't know, 2, 3, I don't know, up to you.
Small.
Yeah, whatever you want.
What do you want?
Whatever you want to give us.
All?
No.
No.
Wallah. Much you want?
On dry and muddy subcast, the tires perform as expected. I was driving fully inflated and I had no problem until I stayed on the safer path. The problem started when I decided to drive in the marsh, thinking that it would have been okay if I stayed close to the dry land. This was a huge mistake, but hey, great content. Watch this. Never trust the subca. The marsh doesn't forgive. It's not simple mud. Due to the cycle of high and low tide, the terrain is constantly fully saturated with water. So the more you move, walk or spin the tires, the more you sink. So we got badly stuck in the marsh, in the Sabka. We tried to dig, we tried to use the Thread Pro, we tried everything, but nothing, and it's getting even worse because now there is water coming out from the mud. So I'm afraid that the tide will come back again. We have the police on the way. I honestly don't know if there are any tires that can be actually used in this type of terrain. Maybe some gigantic paddles on buggies with a lot of horsepower. I don't know. If you know it, please let me know in the comments, because I think that even the best mud tires could have done nothing in that situation. So for me, the rule is never drive in the marsh, period. While we wait for the police, we will have a picnic with chips Oman, bread and cheese. Luckily, we found a few friends that will come to the rescue. That doesn't look good. Now the Jeep is not turning on anymore. We made it. Oh, look where we are. Woo, amazing. We are here in Lampa camp. We are about to have a nice barbecue. Woo. The car is clean. So we are ready. We are ready to go to Burj Al Arab. The car has a little problem, it's not starting anymore, so now we're trying to make everything dry. Probably yesterday when we got stuck in the mud, something went a little bit south, something got wet. So we are going for a swim. Woo! It's cold, trying to keep a straight face, it's cold. Misfah can be reached on easy tarmac road, where the Veragua AT showed excellent grip and low noise, on par with the most known brands. I had to perform a few emergency brakes and last second turns, and I had no problems at all. Also, no vibrations so far, but I will tell you more in my long-term review once they will be more used. And I'll tell you if they'll become noisy or oval. According to their website, the tire pattern is optimized to distribute the stress in a way to create a uniform wear. We'll see this in a few months. Regarding the fuel economy, I'll be able to have a better idea while using them on my FJ Cruiser. But usually, if you drive a fuel guzzling 4x4, it's highly unlikely that you care too much about the fuel consumption. On the gravel and dirt road, I didn't have any problems. The grip is amazing on the dry, and the shoulder of the tire is indented to maximize the traction on this surface when deflated. The sidewall looks strong, and I never avoided rocks or sharp edges. I surely want to drive again in Jebel Shams during the rainy season, because on the dry road it was too easy. I drove during the rainy season last year with the FJ Cruiser and it was a lot of fun. So I can't wait to do it also with this all-new. And now a few final considerations. Let's talk about the price point. You can find my 285 7017 around 150 dirhams more expensive than the Chinese tires, but around 250 less expensive than the famous brands. And that's good. These are not budget tires. If by budget you mean those tires that you buy when you don't want to spend too much and then one day you will upgrade. These are quality tires that still can be bought at a good price. Who can benefit from these tires? Off-roaders and overlanders that want high-quality European tires without breaking the bank. Especially as off-roaders always buying new accessories and new toys can benefit from the saving. Now, let's be honest, judging tires is very difficult and above a certain price you only have diminishing returns. So it's not easy to decide if these tires are better or worse than Yokohama, Cooper or Kumo. In my life I only had one set of tires that I really hated and I couldn't wait to get rid of, and these were the Dunlop Grand Trek that came with the FJ Cruiser. And I can say with no doubt that luckily MatraX tires are not in the same tier of the Dunlop Grand Trek. Anyway, always buy tires thinking of your primary use. 80 tires are somewhere in between the highway tires and the mud tires. The highway tires are silent, they last longer, they give you a better fuel economy, but they have little to no off-road capabilities. While the mud tires are stronger, suitable for rocks and mud, aggressive, they look very cool, but they also have a bad fuel economy. They might not be the best choice if you drive a lot in the sand, where the aggressive tread will make you dig more. 80 tires are perfect for me, always on the sand, on the gravel, almost never in the mud, and always needing reliable tires for my solo trips. The Veragua by MatraX are, in my opinion, an excellent product, and I feel that I can recommend it to you with no regrets. I'm not paid to praise these tires. If I didn't like them in the first place, I would have simply refused the collaboration. I have a job, so I don't need to sell good reviews for a living. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram, Luca Goes Offroad. I wanted to thank you for making it till here, so take your kids away from the screen because I'm about to show you something really sexy.